Welcome. Thank you for joining me today again. So today we'll be reading on good and bad deeds. Imam Ibn Qayyim al-Jawziyah radiallahu anh in his book Ad-Dawa, Ad-Dawad Dawa said that surely sins are like the seeds of fruits that always bear like fruits. That is, they always bear like fruits. Some of our pious predecessors have said that indeed the punishment for committing a sin is that one is compelled to commit sin again. And the reward for committing a good deed is the guidance to follow that up with yet another good deed. This singular action of doing a good deed bears a series of good deeds, and in turn, one's profits multiply. Interesting. Similarly, bad deeds beget more bad deeds and begin to take shape and permanence in one's character. If a righteous person were to live a good deed, he would feel confined and constricted, though he lives in a world of vast magnitude. Much like a fish out of water, the soul finds rest in the tides of moral decency. So it is the same for the sinner, who finds comfort only in the familiarity and repetition of an old sin. He too feels the same sense of longing as the righteous person does. He sins not for the pleasure that is derived from it, but to pacify the pain that being away from it brings. Subhanallah, subhanallah, subhanallah. May Allah protect us. So basically, this is saying that the more you do something, the more it becomes like a habit to you, and the more you want to continue doing that thing. And I'm beginning to look at it like it's a punishment and a reward. If you choose to be dwelling in sin, then serves you right. Allah will leave you to that. Allah will leave you to continue doing that. And I think at the end of the day, it's not like one really derives that much of pleasure from doing that thing. Like you feel hollow. It's not like, for instance, I'm used to um, drinking or committing fornication, or you don't really, or partying or clubbing, stuffs like that. It's you don't really, the happiness that you get from that thing. It's not real. It's an illusion, because after you drop that thing, 2 minutes later your soul is restless. Your soul is seeking for something, almost like a fish in a desert. You are seeking for something, then you now go back to that thing again, thinking you derive pleasure, or like you find fulfillment in that thing, but there is no real fulfillment in it. And that's kind of like a form of punishment. So this will teach us, or this teaches us that we should not get used to something. If you see yourself, nobody is perfect, humans are not perfect. But the second you start realizing that, okay, I'm doing this that is wrong, don't leave yourself. Don't forget, or don't leave yourself to keep doing that thing. Find a way to come back. You seek for forgiveness. You show Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala that you don't want to be doing this thing, or I beg, because it's not worth it. It's not worth committing sin and bask in sin and them the consequences. On the day of judgment, or on a day that you will look back, everybody will regret. Imagine even the good ones will regret, not to talk of you that chose to just them the consequences, and whatever would happen will happen. You don't want that. No, we don't want that. Nobody would ever want that. So if you find yourself repeating something, once it comes to your mind that, okay, this thing that I'm doing it too much, oh, you better stop. Because for according to this, it's a form of punishment for you to, if you keep going back to it, you realize that Allah is already displeased with you, and He's leaving you to keep doing it. So may Allah forgive us, may Allah have mercy upon us, and may Allah guide us away from sins. May we continue to strive on the surface of this earth to please Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Yes, we are not perfect. Yes, we go astray once in a while, but it's better. The true um, um, jihad in nafs is you struggling and forcing yourself to come out of that thing, or to stop doing that thing that's wrong, or that sin that you are imbibing in. Thank you very much. I remain Hawa Ali. See you in my next video.